Right. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, in today's class, we'll study about the topics in Unit 2. So, we'll study about working with aggregate functions in SQL, working with set operators in SQL. We'll study about null operator, not null operator. We'll work with views in SQL, and finally, we'll work with data control language in structured query language. Right. So in today's class, we are going to work with this aggregate functions in SQL. So what do you mean by aggregate functions?
A collective value, like a value obtained from a lot of different values.
Right. So whenever you need to apply or perform some statistical operations on your data, then we need to go for this aggregate functions. Right. So for example, max, it finds the maximum value of an attribute. Min, it returns the minimum or the smallest value of an attribute. Sum is an aggregate operator which is used to sum the numeric values in a given column, or it is used to find the sum of all the values in a attribute. Average again returns the average value of an attribute. We have count. So whenever you need to count the distinct elements that are present in a relation, we go for this count star operator, which returns the number of unique rows in a table, and count, it returns the total number of values in a given column. Right. So I have an uh, example for this statistical operations or working with aggregate functions. Right. So I have a table about cars. Right. So the first query is about select count star from cars, where color is equal to gray. So you are going to list a number of records. You are going to list a count from cars where color is equal to gray. Right. So you have two cars with gray color. So it will return the value as 2. Right. So it will return the number of records that satisfy the condition that the color of the car is going to be gray. And you want to find the oldest car. Right. So the oldest car is given by select min year from cars. So the model 2002 model is going to be the oldest car available in this cars database. So among the available cars, you can list out the oldest car, and you can also find us the new model that is available in that database, right, by using a max function. So select max of year from cars. So the maximum year is going to be 2008. So you have two cars in the year 2008. So it is going to give you the new model of the car available in the cars database. And the oldest car is given by select of min year from cars. Right. So you can also find the average year from cars. Right. So the average of all the models that is available in the cars database. Right. So this statistical operations, it will be useful when you perform some analytics on a database, right? So whenever you need to perform some summary or aggregate operations on a field in a database, we go for this aggregate operators.